My name is Erin and I'm a graphic designer and copywriter. I actually found my love for art and design later in my high school years, and I became obsessed and knew that I wanted to have a career doing something creative. My creative process is pretty much the same for every single email that I design. So first I like to go over the brief just to make sure I have all the information, I don't want to miss anything. And then I sort of sketch out or brainstorm how I want the email to be as a whole. Once I know sort of how I want it to be, that's when I'll break it down piece by piece or into different sections and create all of the elements for the different sections. So whether that's with the copywriting or creating cool graphics or images, and then it all comes together in the end, and I'll just plug in all of those pieces to create the final email. I actually use a few different softwares when designing emails. My favorite would be Adobe Illustrator, and that's sort of where I plot together the email as a whole and see how it's going to all come together. And I also love to use Photoshop, and this is where I'll prep any images or things like that I can pop into the email as well. And I'm a huge fan of using GIFs in email. I just find them super fun and definitely a little bit more engaging than just having a static image. So using some of those to mix in from time to time is really fun as well. Some of my best tips for designing emails, I would say number one, make sure that you have very clear call to actions in all of your emails. So what exactly is it that you're trying to get your customers to do with this email? Is it learning more? Is it shopping a specific product? And make sure you have those clear and concise call to actions throughout the email so that they don't miss that. And my last little tip would be to have a nice mix of both imagery and copy. I always like to break up the emails with some really cool visual elements as well as having the copy so it's not too heavy in either of the areas. And I find that just really helps with the flow of an email, keeps things visually interesting, and I find they tend to be a lot more engaging.